Julian Banks' debut album really feels like it's been a long time coming. We saw 2 EPs that she released last year, and this year she's released 5 singles to promote Goddess. That's right, 5 singles. 5 singles! 5 singles! That's ridiculous! Most bands only have 2 or 3 singles before they have to make a new album. But she's got 5 singles, and this is her first album. So today we're going to focus on Banks' Goddess. It's her first record, but with all of those singles being released, I have to say I think that this was a smart time to release Goddess, because it's not really a summer record. It's not very bright, it's not very poppy, it's not very upbeat. In fact, it's actually the opposite of those things. It can be slightly gloomy, it can be a little slow, it can be a little sultry, the production is a little claustrophobic, so I think that it serves this album well to be released towards the fall. And that's probably the best thing about this album is its sound. Banks does a really good job of nailing her signature sound, which is kind of an updated version of trip hop. You have these female vocals that are really quite good, on top of a lot of electronic beats, some synthesizer work, just a lot of production. And, you know, it's pretty melancholy. So that sound really extends itself throughout the rest of Goddess, which actually turns out to be both the best thing about it and one of the worst things about it. So even though I do like this sound, I do feel like pushed to its limits, it doesn't really hold up. Goddess is an hour long across these 14 songs, and it gets pretty exhausting to listen to. I love the first 4 tracks on this album, but whenever I have to listen to them in order, back to back, I can't help but feel a little bit exhausted. The whole tone and the whole mood here just makes time seem to crawl by, which is really a shame because a lot of these songs are quite good. Perhaps even more impressive is that Banks really collaborated with a bunch of people on this thing. She collaborated with Lil Sova, and Son, and Shlomo, and Totally Enormous Extinct Dinosaurs. That is actually the guy's name. Totally Enormous Extinct Dinosaurs. So with all of these different writers and producers coming into Goddess, I think that is a testament to Banks for really making this a cohesive whole and making this sound like one album instead of a hodgepodge of different ideas. But I don't think that the album sound sustains itself all the way through. And so it puts Goddess in this weird place where I don't think that it's a good album, but I do think that it has good songs on it. I think that it has a lot of good songs on it. I think that the chief issue here is that Banks doesn't really challenge herself enough. She doesn't really reach for the big choruses or really try for the strong, hard melodies. She does a few times, most notably probably on Begging for Thread. I think that song is great, and I really wish that more songs were like that on this album to kind of give it a little bit more variation. The deluxe edition of this thing has 4 extra tracks, and these 4 tracks are actually pretty good because they don't really fit into Goddess so much. They offer some unexpected twists for Banks that we haven't seen yet, and I think that maybe Goddess would be a little bit better if it had those moments actually in there instead of just tacked on to the end of the deluxe edition. Overall, I can't help but feel a little bit disappointed by this, so, you know, I'd say it's probably a 6.8 out of 10 or so. But I am excited to see whatever she has to offer next, what moves she makes next. If you thought this review was helpful, please like it below or subscribe to this channel. I'm interested in hearing what you have to say about this record. It seems like it's been a pretty mixed response so far. Let me know why you like it. Let me know why you don't like it. Let me know what I got wrong. If you're interested in more reviews like this, you can check out earbuddy.net for a little bit more longer form written stuff. Otherwise, I will see you guys later.